To embody compassion, we must change and transform our negative emotional reactions.
Gonna look to finish.
When a feeling starts to arise that used to bring a negative reaction, brings out intense clarity.
On your way, Jessup.
We heard him making all kind of noise. We came over and beat him off, blasted him down.
This new land of the West was a wild, unruly territory to which brave American pioneers moved. Theirs was a rugged existence, for they not only had to settle and build, they had to fight. Might was right. The best shot was the best man.
This place is kind of goofy, there's no doubt. Albuquerque's kind of a weird place, man. Here, you know, they'll pull a gun or something stupid on you, just it'll escalate real fast, just because they're pissed at you for honking your horn. So it's dumb. Albuquerque's a dumb place, you know. But there's good areas. This area where the gym's at, of course, is a pretty shitty area.
El mundo estará muy lleno.
Born of necessity in this chaotic period of westward expansion, an organization was developed to combat the evil forces of the time.
We have champions here, and that's something that some other camps don't have.
Travis Browne is here. George St. Pierre used to drop by. Jon Jones comes in. The best in the world come walking through that door.
Everyone here's pretty much got a name, and even the ones that don't, that will eventually.
Travis is getting a little tricky with his outside trips, man.
Nice flowing, Jon Jones.
Good, John. Length. It's funny, they get together, they try to out creativity each other. Yeah. Screwing around. That's it, John. JJ, man.
Greg Jackson, Michael John, they're great coaches, man. Great chemistry in the room at all times. You know, these guys have known each other since they were really young, and you know, brought up this program. You know, they're both brilliant in their own respective ways. You know, Michael John is definitely more of the grinder. You know, he's big on repetition and just doing the physical work, and I think Greg is more of a believer of the mental approach, being really good with sports psychology, jiu-jitsu, but they both know their tactics for sure.
Andre, this is the day I went, I'll fall off. Don't forget the fakes and feints, Andre. Yeah, baby.
Take the lead now, Andre. Nice switch hook and an exit. Excellent job, Andre. And exit again. Nice. I like Cody doing spinning back kicks. Huh?
Shit, Cody.
All right.
Dad.
And an exit jabs. All right, Andre Arlovsky. Jesus Christ.
Well, I met Greg, I don't know if he was all 17 or 18, probably 18 years old. He's living in the back of this little itsy bitsy dojo. Definitely in poverty, way beyond his years in his knowledge of the fight game. And he was able to catch me some things, and I was amazed that this young guy who was self-taught had done this. It just started, you know, we started rolling almost every day together and putting this together.
Hey, Trav, one more? With Andre? Yeah. He's tired. Andre's tired.
Change it off. I thought you were saying off.
Make a decision to do that, you win the fight, Andre. Right there, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Hey, Andre, I'm not gonna pull punches. When you move, you fucking win. You sit back against the cage, you lose. Win or lose, it's up to you, man. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. You get your ass kicked right there.
You know, I train all the guys here, you know, but this kid right here, his name's Hunter. Hunter's gonna be a stud, this young guy. He just turned pro a little bit ago, and I'll tell you, he's the future of the gym.
I came and I didn't know what to expect at all. I didn't know if I was gonna get the tar beat out of me the first day or what. Almost from like day one, it just felt right, you know? It's kind of a family vibe. Everybody beats the tar out of each other, but they still, you know, we make fun of each other and have a good time, man, so I love it. MMA people come from all different walks of life, so, you know, just them choosing to be an MMA fighter is just like a little bitty piece of the puzzle, and then what they do with their other time could be anything.
This is music.
Now that you're famous, it's your music. No one else's music around here, Goyo.
All my family is in Mexico. All my family is in Monterrey. When I was 18 years old, I quit the college because I'm coming to New Mexico. Hard time, no? It's hard time for me. No money, not speaking English.
Goyo, mira, I don't turn my body. I have no strength here. So here, I'm gonna load him here. Look at this. Goyo, like a clock.
Right here, it's like big family, like easy, like my father.
All right? I like busting Goyo's balls. Guys, one more time, Goyo's fucking famous.
They say it's like a big family, but I mean, you see these people daily, more than your family. I just had a rematch with a girl. She knocked me out in December, and then I avenged my loss in just this June. But after the knockout, everybody outside of the gym's like, so are you gonna retire? And I'm like, no way. But I come here, and it's like I would feel normal.
I'm not a fighter. Like, I'm not a full-time fighter. You can't live that way. You can't be a full-time fighter because you live and die by how your fights go and by how your training goes. I'm a fighter for like 2 to 4 hours a day, and the rest of the day you're a normal person. We have our dark side, and we're lucky enough we get it out here and fight.
I'm at peace with myself when I'm out there fighting, and afterwards I'm just extremely happy. I mean, there's really not too many feelings better in the world than winning a fight.
Nice, Landon. Put your hands up. Beautiful. Yeah. That's it, Landon.
Should I do some push-ups so fast? Can we just get the... Yeah, man. I care about this shit, you guys.
It's the most push-ups he'll ever see this
ever.
He's tripled his record already.
I've been here 4 years, man. That's crazy. I never lived anywhere in my life 4 years. Ever. So what's up?
Rand's been here a while, dude. It wouldn't be the same without him, man. He goes home every once in a while. We're just like, why is the gym so quiet, you know? And white boy's gone, that's all it is.
See if I can pick one more fight. You guys have tacos or burritos? No burritos? I'm sorry, Goyo. Thank you. All right, so Goyo first came to the gym. It was like sparring day, right? And none of us really knew him. We just knew we had this new Mexican in the gym. So we were sparring, and I didn't really know Goyo that well. And I think I might have hit him with something. I was like, yeah, America, motherfucker. Do you remember this? I was like, yeah, America, motherfucker, something like that. And in the middle of Goyo just starts laughing. That's why I knew I loved him, right?
You know, finish. Yeah. I'm fucking mom this.
We punch each other in the face a lot, so we gotta keep it light, you know?
It's all earned. I'll earn shit talking.
I kind of gave up basically everything I've ever had or thought I wanted at the time to be out here. I was working in a law firm. Seeing the lifestyle that encompasses just wasn't for me, you know? It felt kind of like slow torture being in a cubicle behind a desk. I was a party animal, I was a drinker, and this has really saved my life. A lot of my friends are in jail, dead, rehab. If it wasn't for MMA, I probably wouldn't be doing anything good right now.
I got out of college and then I went to work and I hated working. I used to have some drinking problems and stuff, and fighting seemed to take all that away. That feeling of winning a fight in front of a bunch of people is pretty outstanding, you know. You can't compare it to anything else if you've never done it before. Doesn't matter if it's only 50 people there, you know, or 5,000 people there, how many people are there. If you win in front of people in a fight with another man, it makes you feel good, it makes you walk a little taller.
What kind of fighting you guys do? Regular boxing or
mixed martial arts?
Mixed martial arts. Oh, okay. You live here?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, I moved here about 3 years ago.
How old are you?
26.
And you're
26.
And he's 22. 22.
Oh,
you're the top. You guys do it pro? Or are you amateur? Or?
We're pro.
I'm amateur.
3 o'clock. Then go swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. have like an elite level gas tank to where I can just push the pace on people and they get way more tired than I do, you know. I play off my instincts, you know, so I think it would be hard for my opponent to know what I'm going to do if I don't even know what I'm going to do, you know. I just kind of feel them out in the moment. It's one of the more intense workouts that we do, I feel like. It stimulates the fight because you got that brutal burst and then a little second to regain and then go again, you know.
Up and out of the scene, up and out to breathe.
Yeah. So you gotta learn to like relax and just deal with it, you know. It's perfect.
You know, I'm known as the waterman of the group, being from Hawaii and everything. I did more on less time. They did their 50s on a minute 20, I did mine on a minute. They did 6 total sets, I did 8. Hey, that's what happens when you're the champ. I'm the champ, just nobody knows it yet.
As long as you stay in shape till you're 70 years old, you look great.
In your armpit? That hurt in your armpit?
I don't feel nice.
Are you busy training?
No, not at all, actually.
It's important to be scared, so you take it serious. You know, you don't want to walk in there overconfident. But there's that moment where people always talk about fight or flight. I call it fight, flight, and freeze, where the fear can overcome and they freeze. I don't even know if it's the fighter in front of them, but the situation, maybe from overthinking it, and they freeze. You gotta be tough with an intellect, but some guys just overthink it. They worry about losing so much, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy for them. If there's something I can show the fighters a little bit, is that's to overcome those times when you're in that tough situation, you're caught in a submission, or you're getting the crap beat out of you, but you stay calm under fire enough that you know you can change it if you believe in yourself.
I used to think, oh, I got to get amped up, you know, I'm about to fight, and it just didn't feel right, you know, it's not really my nature. Some guys get in there and you can feel them, they're just desperate right off the bat, and if you can use that against them, and it's a huge advantage. So I just try to stay calm, stay focused, and just in the moment, you know. To be honest, man, whenever I'm in camp, I don't go out too much. There's not a whole lot of social life besides like your family at the gym, you know. That's pretty much the whole lifestyle. I've had a couple relationships that ended just because it's like, you know, oh, okay, you want to go out this weekend? I'm like, no, you know, sorry, I'm not gonna go out this weekend. You just gotta find somebody that meshes with that dynamic, you know. You kind of have to have somebody that understands, you know, I gotta go train, I can't go party, you know, that kind of thing.
That's part of the appeal of coming out and working at our gym. You know, is not only we have the best fighters in the world there to work out with, but we have the environment. In Albuquerque, there's not that many frills, you know, it's not fancy, there's not too many things to get them in trouble at nighttime. So they come out here and work out. And I won't lie, you know, if they win their fight, I'm better for it. So I'm selfish that way. I'm really happy they don't have a lot of things to do to get them in trouble.
I like to hear this shit because I'm a worried motherfucker UFC fighting.
Glimpse of the future. Youth and elders not doing what they used to. Front of the bus.
Obviously, fighting's my job. It's kind of who I am. I'm a father and husband first. That comes first before anything. The biggest fear I have is losing. Losing's worse than getting hurt. You know, I've been hurt. I've been knocked down in fights. I've, you know, broken my hands, broken my arm. I mean, I've got hurt in fights, but losing hurts more than any of those things, man. Those bones and everything heals, you know, but that loss on your record will never heal.
Holy shit, he burns like $150 a round.
Yeah, dude.
Every time you see it, go. My daughter's college final goal is just an ammo, you know?
You save my green cards, the cops coming down here? No, I'm joking.
I don't want you to lose your green card.
No, listen, no, because the cops find 32 bodies that way.
Oh, really?
That's why the cops
How many
come.
were you responsible for?
Something about Albuquerque being on that main interstate 40 coming from California all the way across, it seems like there's a lot of shady activity as far as people using it as a hub to distribute stuff, you know. I don't know what some of these people that look like zombies are on whenever they're walking around, but I don't know. I like Albuquerque, man. It's good people. Jackson's gym is at the heart of some of the rougher parts of it, you know. I'll be walking in the gym and I'll have some guys stumbling around with a beer in his hand like, hey, you a fighter? You think you could beat me up? You know, it's just that kind of deal.
The cage is actually pretty safe. If you're getting in there with another guy that's trying to beat you up, but at the same time, you've trained for that, you know. There's other situations I've been in that are way scarier, things that might catch you off guard. Like, you know, a car accident's way scarier. You don't know what just hits you, or if you're still fine, or if you're in the hospital already, or what, you know. So the cage it's definitely not the scariest thing I've ever been through.
I think fighting is as raw as it can possibly get. I feel like everything we do has kind of been tainted by whether it's media or what's popular, trends, you know. Fighting's always been consistent. It's always one-on-one. You put two men together and they fight. There's always going to be a winner, and that winner's the better man. MMA has changed my whole view on life and as a whole. You're getting beat up by somebody, and it makes you realize that you're human. It kind of puts things into perspective. You find out who you are, when you want to break, when you want to quit.
You know, it's crazy life if you get up 7 in the morning, go to the job, 8 hours, come into the home, sleep. So I don't like jobs. This is my job. If one doctor told me, hey, if you fight, you die tomorrow, I'm still training, I don't care. So this is my life. Esto es para lo que nací.